All praises due to the Most High family. It's Mo Football Monday. You know, I work overnight, so I can't catch the games live. I watch the highlights, I check the box score, and then I come to you, family, with my perspective. So I just finished watching the Eagles lose to the Broncos, man. I know it's probably most of the Broncos fans ain't even thought the Eagles would lose this game, especially in this type of fashion, family. You know, the Eagles this whole season so far really they have not put together a full game. They've had like a good half in each game. And that's really what happened here. I don't understand. This is 2 weeks in a row now. I mean, this was a total fourth quarter comeback by the Broncos. But this is at least 2 weeks in a row. I'm not an Eagles fan, so I watch the highlights, but I don't observe with the same eye as I do for the Saints, right? This is at least 2 weeks in a row where the Eagles get the lead and then take their foot off the gas. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Because there is no reason. I guess I want to blame the coach and the coaching staff because this was not the game plan to win. Jalen Hurts putting up almost 300 yards on only 23 completions. I'll take that. I mean, the completion percentage wasn't there, but almost 300 yards from Jalen Hurts, I'll take that. 6 carries for Saquon Barkley. And he had some receptions. He had a handful of receptions, I believe, a few. I don't think he had more receptions than he had carries. 6 carries for the currently ranked number 1 football player in the league. You're going to let him run the ball. That's what he does. That's what he gets his paycheck cut for, is to run the ball. You going to let him run the ball 6 times in the game? Y'all, if you don't know, I mean, some of y'all watching my videos know, but if you don't know, family, I played running back. So I'm kind of critical of some running backs when they perform poorly, but I come to their aid when they're misused or underused or undervalued. The number 1 ranked football player from last season, you gave him, and he's a running back. He runs the football. I mean, passes, cool. I understand the type of league that this is. We pass the ball to running back sometimes. He had 6 carries. Family, this is football 101. When you have the lead, and this is like the Eagles' default strategy. That's why people on TV are always criticizing Jalen Hurts, because he never needs to throw the football. He never needs to throw the football because the rest of the roster is so good and so dominant, so top tier, from the offensive line to the receivers to the defense. Everybody's so top tier, Jalen Hurts never needs to do too much. So if you're up 14 points, if you're up multiple scores, why? That's exactly when you let your running back bring it home. You possess the ball. You don't turn it over, which they didn't. But their time of possession was abysmal by Eagles standards. Their rushing yards, abysmal by Eagles standards. They targeted A.J. Brown more. I'm happy. But goodness gracious, when you don't run the ball is exactly how the worst team runs it up and catches up in the fourth quarter alone. What? They had 3 points before the third quarter. The Broncos did. Before the fourth quarter, excuse me. They had 3 points before the fourth quarter started. They go on to score 3-4 times and win the game all in the fourth quarter. How is that possible? I'll tell you, family, if you're not already, say it with me, because you might already know. You don't run the football. And then on defense, you take your foot off the pedal. You take your foot off the gas. They're playing prevent defense the whole fourth quarter. Can you run a blitz? Can you pressure the quarterback? That was the most frustrating fourth quarter from a team. I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm really not a fan of any of the teams in the NFC East. I'm a Saints fan, family. But I enjoy watching good football. I enjoy watching good teams and good athletes, good rosters. The Eagles roster is too good. That team is too good for you to be up early and then you just don't take. It's a layup, family. Run the ball, time of possession. That's it. Third quarter conversion rate, terrible. Time of possession, I'd have to compare the stats. That's the thing I got to graduate to, family. I check the box score for the game, but I don't keep up with, league rankings or the average across games. I'm pretty sure this is the worst time of possession the Eagles had all season. 25 minutes by the team that's always in the lead first, by the team that has the best offensive line, by the team whose quarterback does not turn it over, by the team who has the number 1 ranked player from last year. You possess the ball 25 minutes? Come on, bro. That's the coach. That's the coaching. We know Jalen Hurts is not the type. I love Jalen Hurts. We are not going for Jalen Hurts right now. But he is not that quarterback like Drew Brees, like Peyton Manning, like Patrick Mahomes, like Josh Allen. I don't even think Lamar is even in that tier as it relates to the coach turning the play calling over to the quarterback and just letting them audible into whatever at the line. We know that the Eagles don't let Jalen Hurts just, hey, we'll call a play. Whatever you see, though, you can audible into. We know that they don't let him do that. So these are the play calling. This is the play calling from the coaches. Jalen Hurts is not calling audibles like that. Jalen Hurts is running the play that the coach tells him to run. He's making the best decision when he's passing it. And if he doesn't see anything, he's running the ball. That's why I love Jalen Hurts. He's some people might call him a game manager. I would not, and that's kind of a trend amongst Alabama quarterbacks. He's not a game manager. He is just uber safe with the ball. And if he doesn't, so he's not going to force that's why the coaches have to force the ball to A.J. Brown. Jalen Hurts won't do it. And if he doesn't see anything, Jalen Hurts is going to run because he's strong, he's durable, he's tough, and he can run. To me, y'all got to let me know what y'all thought. To me, that was solely on the coaches. Saquon probably had I think this was the best average per carry Saquon had, and he only had six carries. He averaged 5 yards a carry, family. And we know Saquon been struggling early in the season because he's the primary game plan for the defense. The penalties were not there. The turnovers were not there. Too many pass attempts by Jalen. Not enough runs for Saquon. Prevent defense for too long. Totally on the coaches, bro. That was, I'm sorry, Eagles fans.